Honorable Deputy Speaker, honorable members, when I asked this House to approve the emergency action to combat gender-based violence and femicide 2 months ago, it was in a response to a national crisis. And I was very pleased that this House responded positively, and members who spoke very positively from their heart. It was also a response to mounting calls from our people to match our condemnation of such violence with a commitment that is necessary to ensure that necessary human, financial, and other resources are available to tackle this crisis. Since I announced that government would commit 1.1 billion towards the implementation of the plan, National Treasury has written to key departments in government and entities asking them to urgently identify funds that can be reprioritized. Departments must be commended for readily and swiftly responding to this call. We are now in a position to allocate more than 1.6 billion rand from 2019 to 2020 financial year baseline spending allocation. No longer 1.1, but 1.6 billion has now become available for this purpose. Now, departments have done that, and we are very delighted. Accountability for the expenditure on the reprioritized funds lies with the various departments themselves. The multi-sectoral interim steering committee established after last year's presidential summit on gender-based violence and femicide will continue to play a key role in driving the implementation of the plan. It will, amongst other things, review, but it will also monitor and evaluate progress and ensure that there is adequate budgeting and resourcing to support the 5 key pillars of the plan. As an example, an amount of 179 million rand has been allocated to education, has also been allocated to raise awareness and to ensure that we do have an effective prevention program. We know that gender-based violence often has roots in social, cultural, and other norms that perpetuate patriarchy and chauvinism. We also know we have to focus on prevention as the first point of intervention. The Department of Social Development, in collaboration with other departments, will drive the rollout programs. And these rollout programs are going to take place throughout the country that will engage with men's forums or formations, traditional leaders, students' organization, youth formations, offenders inside prisons, officials working in the criminal justice system, and communities at large. Work is being done to enhance our current legal and policy framework to make it more responsive to the needs of survivors of gender-based violence. This includes bail and sentencing reform to ensure that perpetrators face justice and that the law acts as an effective deterrent. Now, this funding will ensure that legislation that has been pending for quite a long time is also finalized, and where necessary, that the capacity is made available for new laws to be drafted as well. An amount of 517 million rand will go to care and support of survivors of gender-based violence. 200 social workers will be appointed to provide targeted services to survivors at various social service centers, including at the National Network of Tutuzela Care Centers.